So last night was torrential rain and wind, and our new jib track that we installed doesn't have any leaks, so that is a huge bonus. We're still here in Neah Bay, and looks like we're gonna be here for a few more days because we have been battling these major storm systems. And most times these storm systems are okay because you deal with one and then you wait for the seas to calm down and then you go out. But right now they're coining it as the big dark. It's 6 different weather systems that are hitting us back to back, and it's actually coming clear from China all the way over here. So we're just hoping that we get enough of a window that we can start heading south. In the meantime, we're gonna tackle something else that's really important, and that is our AIS. We love our chart plotter, but it's time to overlay AIS over it once we go out into these waters that have a lot of boat activity. And we did a lot of research, and I like the ease and the simplicity of the Vesper, so that's what we're going with.
Okay, just getting into this AIS install. It's going to be a lot of work, but it looks pretty straightforward. The unit itself has just 5 plugs in it. I put a dedicated VHF antenna on it. Here's my data and power cable. I put in the NEMA connection. We have a designated GPS antenna, and then this is an optional port to hook to a computer. I won't be using that. We also are going to install this, it's an alarm and override switch, and just figuring out where all this is going to fit out of the way in a nice dry area to make all these connections. Well, this is different. The sun is out and the wind's not blowing. It's been just crazy weather over the past 7-8 days here, and it's starting to calm down. Looks like our weather window to leave Neah Bay will be tomorrow morning. The seas are starting to calm down a bit. They were at their peak 25-foot seas, and that is no fun for any of us to be in. So we camped out here for a couple days, and it looks like the seas have calmed down a bit, so we're gonna head out tomorrow morning. Meanwhile, we're trying to get everything ready. The girls are up here picking all the Rogue butyl tape off the jib track. It's been just raining so hard, we haven't had a chance to do it yet. I'll be fueling up today. We're doing everything we can to prepare for tomorrow morning, and it looks like that's gonna be our best window over the next week. So we'll hopefully make it a ways down the coast, maybe to Westport. We'll see. We'll get out there and see the sea state, and if it's good, we'll run with it. You guys ready to get out of here, girls?
Yeah.
I know, it's been brutal. We've been cooped up inside just waiting for this weather events to pass us, and we're at the tail end, so we're getting excited.
So it looks like we're heading out again. Everything is stowed. We've been really busy this morning, just making sure that all the levels and fluids and everything's been topped off.
Getting close. Shore power's off, water's off, engines are ready, sails rigged, and it's a beautiful day. Let's go.
I'm excited, and this is a big day because this is Emma's first trip out in the ocean. So we just want to be prepared and make sure that everything is good, because we're shooting straight down to Grays Harbor. It's about 102 miles away.
Yeah, probably 105, maybe 110, depending on how far we swing around the Cape here. So we should get there tomorrow morning about, I don't know, 10 o'clock in the morning to noon. That's a good time to cross the bar. We'll have it'll be slack and flood tide at that time. So that's what we're shooting for. Say goodbye to Neah Bay.
It's so exciting.
You know what? The one thing I'll always remember about this stop is
Rain?
the rain and the people.
Yeah.
The people were amazing.
Yeah, they were really...
Everyone went out of their way to just to be friendly and lend a hand if you needed it, or share their bounty. I don't know. It was just nice. Okay, here we are. That's Cape Flattery and Tatoosh Island over here. We're just going to stay off about 3 miles off this point, make a nice sweeping turn, and head south. Should be a little more comfortable ride. We're kind of taking the swell right on our nose right now. Seas have calmed down quite a bit. There's still 7 to 10 foot seas out here, and they should calm down overnight to 5 to 7s. Not too bad though. Been fighting a current for the last hour. Once we make the corner, we should have that California current that'll help push us down the coast. It's not much, it's a third of a knot maybe, but at least we're not fighting it. It's going with us. Well, it's a bit unnerving. We just lost our wind. And so we're motoring along. Seas are nice and calm, but all of this flooding and rain that we had last week, we're seeing a ton of debris out here. And the sun's going down. I mean, these trees, massive trees. We had between 5 and 6 inches of rain in one day last week. And we're seeing quite a bit of this. I hope we dodge these tonight. They're tough to see in the dark. We'll see. Whew. I don't think I'm going to sleep much tonight. We're going to have one at the helm and one on watch till we get out of this belt of debris. They're just crazy big. And they're everywhere. Okay, we got a log up under us right now. We view this as a possibility, and we'll hit one. Looks like it's caught up on our sail guide right now. Okay, we're gonna have to try to back off this. Let me see how close. Let's go check that one. Okay. Make sure we're not taking on any water. Nope, everything looks good here. Okay. I'm gonna try to back off this thing real slow.
Okay. You want me to back up?
No. Hold on. I think I might be able to push it off. Hold this way. I think you're in reverse.
I'm not in reverse. I think because we're spinning.
We're going backwards so fast.
Okay. You want me to go forward?
No, make sure you're in neutral.
I'm in neutral.
I want you to go reverse. Just touch reverse for a second. A little bit more. Okay, stop.
This is a big tree. It's a big one, honey.
Okay, hit reverse again.
Okay.
Okay, stop. I'll do it. Hang on to this. Hang on to this. Okay. Hit reverse again. Okay, stop. The log is off. Come forward
I'm coming.
with the light.
Holy crap.
Okay, we're still in reverse. Okay. I gotta go check inside.
We gotta make sure we know where the location of that tree is.
I need to get a light. La Push Coast Guard. La Push Coast Guard. This is sailing vessel basic. Over.
Sailing vessel basic. This is U.S. Coast Guard, Courier River. Request you switch and answer on channel 22 Alpha. Over.
Copy 22 Alpha. Over.
Sailing vessel basic. This is U.S. Coast Guard, Courier River on 22 Alpha. Over.
We are updating our situation with you. We collided with a 40-foot log off of La Push late last night, and we've been drifting for 9.5 hours waiting for daylight. Copy?
Sailing vessel basic, yes, I copy. Is there any damage to the vessel, or are you in immediate danger? Over.
No immediate danger, 3 persons on board. We wanted to wait for daylight. There's a lot of debris out here, but we are requesting to enter La Push. Is that possible? Over.
Sailing vessel basic, station Courier River, yes, you can enter La Push. The marina is open. Over.
Copy that. Is there any restrictions? We are a 43.5-foot catamaran with a 25-foot beam. Over.
Sailing vessel basic, station Courier River, no restrictions at this time. We're currently on a bar report. We'll let you know the updated bar report in 20 minutes. How copy? Over.
Copy. We are about 2 hours out. I will stand by on 16. Thank you.
Sailing vessel basic, station Courier River. I will hail you again on 22 Alpha with the updated bar report in 20 minutes. Over.
Copy. I'll stand by on 22 Alpha. Over. Okay, turn around and look at what we've been dodging.
There's one there, and then there's another one over there. That one even looks twice the size of this one. Oh, there's one right behind there too.
And look in front of us. There's 2 more. They're just all
There's
around
over
us.
there.
Okay, let's reef in the sail.
And then another one right
Now that we
there.
have light, let's just get in there.
That was interesting last night.
Yes, it was.
Winds are light and variable with no current weather warning. Coast Guard Station Courier River has applied no restrictions to bar transit. Boats are crossing the bar. Vessel operators are encouraged to have everyone wear a life jacket while crossing the bar. This is United States Coast Guard Station Courier River out.
Okay, so here's the track for last night. We were coming along. We hit the deadhead here. After that, we drifted while we were trying to get this log out from underneath of us. It took... I see it. That little one right there?
Yeah, we're like right in between.
Okay, hold on. Let me get past this one. See this little one here?
Yeah, I see this one.
Okay.
That one.
So here's where we were getting the log out. We finally get it here, and we had to hove to for the night. And look at this path. It just held us nice and steady all night long. And we just drifted about a half a knot, started up the engines, and here we are dodging logs already this morning, trying to get past all these. It's amazing how many we see right now. Just looking out, how many do you see right now?
Gosh, at least 15.
Look at over there.
But all around us, it's just scattered, and you can't really tell the size, because if we're lucky, there's like a little branch or something, or the ball of the tree that sticks out. Otherwise, it's just slightly submerged. I think overall, though, we did pretty good. I mean, we didn't freak out. We didn't take on any water, and
We got the log out.
and it didn't freak Emma out. I mean, she knew what was going on, but she kept her cool too.
Lynn's up there watching for ones that I can't see. A lot of smaller ones out here. It's not intimidating at all, is it?
Nope. Not anymore.
Looks pretty straightforward though.
It's gorgeous. now safe in port, but what a night. I gotta say, that sound and the impact with that deadhead, it was absolutely terrifying.
I will never forget that crunching as it came under the boat.
I know.
But the biggest surprise for us is how calm Emma was. This is her first time out in the Pacific Ocean, and she kept her cool. She was just hanging out, keeping Compass calm.
I know. I just needed to keep Compass calm because he was kind of freaking out.
You know, we were staying calm for Emma, but Emma really stayed calm for Compass, and it really worked.
It really helped the situation just because we were out there trying to get this deadhead off.
Yeah, I have to say, the biggest thing was I was on watch, and I did not even see that. It was mostly submerged, and it came up fast, and I didn't even see it until I heard the noise. Lynn was at the helm, and she did everything perfect. She put it in neutral. Within a half a second of the first crunch, she was in neutral, and that slowed the boat enough that that log didn't make it to the back of the boat where the sail drives and the rudder are. So it could have been a mess, but you know what? I think that action alone saved a lot of damage.
Worked out.
It took us a bit to get that log out of there, but once we did, we decided to kill the engine and just hove to and drift lightly it was just a light breeze that night, and it was the safest thing we could do for the situation. When morning came, you saw it, we were just in a sea of deadheads. You know, in the middle of the night, we were trying to figure out what are our options, and we had two options. There is no anchorage.
No,
I mean,
there's no anchorage, really.
Nothing.
That's safe.
Nothing. So we either pull back and go to La Push, which was about 10 to 15 miles behind us, or we go down to Westport, which is about another 55 miles ahead of us. That would have been a big run, not knowing what damage we had under the boat. So we
made a
family decision
to go back to La Push. That way, you know, it's not worth it for us to push our boat and us to that extreme, because this is our family. You know, this is just the beginning of our journey.
Yeah, we're not in a race. We
want to have a good experience, especially for Emma. You know, safety is first and foremost. It's really important to us that everybody has a good time, a good experience, and
stay as safe as we can. And that's why we went back to La Push. Next thing we needed to do was survey any damages. So I rigged up a GoPro camera on a push stick and flew the camera under the boat. I was able to go from the bow all the way back to the sail drives and inspect it real thorough. I was pleasantly surprised to just see cosmetic damage. I was sure we had large impact dents in the hull, because that noise that it made was unforgettable. But after inspecting everything, I was pretty happy. Next thing I had to do was pull that dagger board. I did see the dagger board jump up when we were backing off the log. I was sure again that we may have did a little damage on the dagger board, but after pulling it up, it looked real good. Again, just light scratches. That bottom paint did real well. Didn't come off all the way, but I feel pretty good, and I built a lot of confidence in myself and a lot of confidence in the hull of this boat. It took a big impact with minimal damage.
Yeah. Looks like we have another gale hitting us tomorrow, so we are going to be here for the next few days.
Gotta love those gales, huh? Boy, the weather here has been volatile. It's all or none in the Pacific Northwest right now. But, you know, having a little bit of wind tomorrow, they're talking 35 plus, gusting into the 40s and maybe more. It's probably a good thing. It's going to help break up that debris belt that we were going through and hopefully push some of those logs out of this area or onto shore. So, fingers crossed, yes. But right after that, that'll be over in a couple days. We're going to start looking for that next weather window.
And we're going to battle our way down this coast.
One way or another,
Yeah.
we will get there.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Onboard Lifestyle. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe. If you want to be notified of our newest video, please hit the bell. Special thanks to our patrons. You guys are awesome. Please come back next week to see one of our cool new videos. See you then!